I hand her a basic contract, including waivers, appearance waivers, and sponsorship fees, and saying that depends entirely on the ratings, my dear.
I like how you think. Oh, is this whole thing going to be filmed?
Yes, it is.
Do we get to give confessionals and everything? Because I've got a few things to say about certain people around here, and she sort of she purposely looks away from Cicepia's direction when she says that.
She's just gonna roll her eyes.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
And again,
Perfect.
are these schematics really going to be efficient? Are these really going to work?
I'm assuming.
I think she's also questioning. I think she's also questioning Mirady.
I'm assuming I get to roll a technical on that one because I'd actually know.
Yeah.
Let me roll a modding, which is going to be. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Dice is 4. Modifiers is +5. Ooh, that's not great.
0? How did you get a 0? Wait, no.
That didn't work. Hang on. No, hang
that's
on.
A 14.
I think
that's a 14.
Plus. Yeah, the plus. I don't know.
That's a 14. Yeah, by looking through her schematics, this girl knows what she's doing. If you do end up hiring her, you should be able to essentially get virtually any mod from the handbook with a cost. You have to pay for the resources, but you wouldn't pay the full cost. You would essentially, she'd be able to repair them for you at essentially a 20% discount. A 20% discount off of the mods, and there is a chance that the mods could be slightly better than the ones that are actually on the actual player's handbook.
Well, given that I'm about to buy a whole load of mods, that's really good. I'm gonna Cicepia, she's better than me.
Okay. Really? I'm kind of like gonna do up and down look. Huh. Well, her services will be very invaluable in this.
Did you? She says you seemed so, honey. You seemed a little unsure about my capabilities.
Who's she speaking to? Me or?
She was talking to Cicepia.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you have a problem with Asari, dear? She says.
Not at all. Yes.
All right. I'm not one to to get up in arms about racial profiling, but I'm just thought I would throw it out there. She says.
Okay. I just didn't imagine after our interview. You didn't seem like the very techie sort. But yeah, based off what I see, based off what Elias says, you're going to be very good, and we definitely need someone with your skills on board.
Perfect. So she looks around and she says, "So this is your room, Mr. Elias," she says.
These are the common rooms, Ready. We're all in different rooms.
Oh. So wait, are they putting you in the same room as everybody else's? Same type of room as everybody else's?
Oh, no.
We're saving the galaxy. We're saving the galaxy, Ready. We all have to make sacrifices.
You are so good, Elias. Of course. All right. Well, I suppose I will be off and gather my things. I will see you very soon. And then she leaves.
As she's walking down.
Hopefully she knows not to go into Beatrice's room.
It's locked. Well, I suppose she could get in without I suppose she could get in if she really wanted to.
True.
As she's leaving, I'm just gonna wave at her. I'm not gonna say anything. Just awkward wave.
Is there anything else that is happening before we move on? Because I believe you guys are trying to go to the green universe.
Yeah, actually, the
we'll be
only
doing
thing
that,
that I'm going to do, given that Cicepia is right there, I'm going to say, oh, this is your copy.
I mean, I finished, while you guys were out here, I finished doing what I needed to do in Kara's room.
Yeah. I'm just handing you your contract.
Kind of flipping through, it's not responsible in case of death.
Mm-hmm.
Figured as much. Yeah, I figured.
I've taken the liberty of modifying the actual fees from the standard. I figured you'd actually want to cut up the gross.
Fair enough. I'm hoping hopefully she doesn't read that little bit about we got a case of death. The chance of with the fact that we're fighting Reapers.
Well, it's one of those things that's just going to come with this job. If she wants in.
Yeah, very much true.
I really didn't think I'd be doing this again.
I'm gonna be in my room. Got a couple data stuff to look over.
I'm sure you do.
Uh,
Look pointedly at Akara's door.
And just gonna
Okay. So, anything else happening before we continue on? Because I'm gonna try to speed things up and get us over to the green universe. Unless there's anything else in the red universe you guys need to tie up.
All
right.
I need
I'm
to finish
guessing
my
Murder
thing
will-
with Cyrus and Trissy, and that's it.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I guess Meridi will talk to me
And
whenever.
Think probably
Yeah.
needs to talk to Otto
Yeah.
when he gets over to him.
all I'm doing is looking over the data that I got from our first session. The data that I got from my first session, the origin. Just the
Okay.
data on the 3 people.
Okay. So go ahead, Anar. So what do you want to do with Cyrus?
Well, what's first?
Meridi is down. Drimmy is down there too.
I'm-
By the way, helping with the
Alright.
cargo.
Here refer to Drimmy and say, these are all the weapon cases from its armory. They should be placed in carefully into places. You're going to have to tell them where to put and not put the stuff, especially if you don't want any of your things touched. By the way,
Sure.
we're also going to need a spot for Cyrus here to stay on the ship during the mission. Just gonna
Wow.
wait.
We're getting pretty crowded in here.
Hang on,
What
was
is
that
your-
Cyrus or Otto?
What is your specialty, Cyrus? He says, I'm a medical doctor. That is if you need help in the med bay.
Really? He's not going to argue whatsoever? I'm surprised. Anar is shocked.
Maybe Cyrus likes
He'd be like,
sorry.
really? No. No bitching, no whining, no what are
Maybe.
you talking about?
Nope. Just you.
Wow. He's going to pat Cyrus on the shoulder and says, +5 affection points. Cyrus will probably give him the same quizzical look as usual.
Cyrus kind of like tries to brush him off.
Right. He'll go back to saying, this one will return momentarily, but it has to get Tristy home.
So, yes. She seemed a little confused over at the apartment.
That is an understatement. This one cannot imagine what she's going through right now. She's already been through a lot.
Cyrus looks like he was about to say something, but then he stops himself and decides to remain silent for a change.
Okay. So if nobody else tries to talk to Anar, he'll just return to Trissy and beckon
Okay.
her to get in the mix so he can bring her home.
Is there anything specific that you're going to tell Trissy when you take her home that you
yes.
haven't said yet?
When we
that you
get
haven't
snuggled in and he's about to turn on, the keys, he'll look back at her and say, hey, no worries. It's still the same, this one. And then he'll pump up the music and go, Probably
When-
notice that she's not amused.
No, when he does that, she actually like has a small smile. She has a little bit of small smile, and rolls her eyes a little bit playfully, and then you take her home. But I think
He'll
that's
laugh.
all. But I think that's all that she'll say or do during the trip.
That's all he was going to do anyways. He'll turn it down, but he'll still keep it going,
Okay.
and just bring her home.
Okay. All right.
Uh.
So eventually, everybody gets back on the ship. The 24-hour mark finishes, and essentially the same thing that you guys did to get into the red universe, you're now doing in the green universe. Again, this is a weekday, nothing's happening over at the arena. I'm just going to assume that somehow you're able to sneak your way past the red tape, which I think is probably gone by now. The red tape from the murder that happened earlier, and you guys will
sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to pause you. This two things. One, he'll give his landlord the money for the rent.
Good idea.
So Trissy can still use in the apartment.
Good idea.
And he also transfers some money to Trissy's account, and then he'll whisper to her, "Don't tell Cyrus."
Is this in-game money, or is this just?
Oh, it's in-game money because
It's
he's
in-game
taking it
money,
from
okay.
Cyrus's emergency
Very well.
account that goes to a very specific source, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Very well. All right.
Yes. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
A green portal, a green flash of light will occur this time, and you will once again return back above the green galaxy. Your stealth drive that you added in again is helping you from having anyone realize that you came and went. So,
Liking this.
Yeah.
is there anything specifically that you guys need to do in the green universe?
Yes.
Really quickly.
I need to get
Go
some
ahead.
samples. I need to get some samples of, I guess, leaves.
You can do that. Yes, you can do
I
that.
need to set up the whole let's dock the ship and upgrade it. And probably do the shopping thing, talk to my agent about that, and give everyone contracts.
Remind me again what you're upgrading the ship with.
We were going to get as much as we could. You were saying possibly the Guardian defense system.
Correct, as well as...
And you said it already had cyclonic barrier technology?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So it was the Guardian anti-laser, and I was going to try to see if I can get the Thanix cannon schematics.
Did we already...
off,
did you roll that for that to see if you already had
I
it?
don't have it. I have
Oh.
the stealth drive, so I need to go to see if I can get that from one of my contacts.
Okay. I guess that would be... You'd have to roll for that. That would be maybe Streetwise? If you're getting it from a contact, I guess Streetwise?
Well, I'm getting it from the head of... I'm going to see if the head of the salvage company I have has that
Oh,
one.
yes. I'm trying... Remind me of the name. I forgot.
Just pulling that up. Her name is... Where is she? Neha. Neha Sharul Naquinbay.
Neha.
Neha,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, okay.
Did you just take two sounds and put them together?
Nope.
Neha.
Yeah.
All right, you contact Neha Sharul, and she answers the phone and says, "Why, Elias? I haven't spoken to you in quite some time."
Well, I'm about to do something crazy and go off and I'm assuming you've seen the vids or the news feeds?
She says, "You're talking about what happened in your last concert."
Pretty much, yes.
I was going to say, that was a very risky publicity stunt that you pulled.
It wasn't a stunt.
I was only joking. So word on the street says that there were Reapers involved in the attack at the concert. That sounds very hard to believe.
Word on the street is surprisingly accurate this time around.
It's been, the attack happened about, half a week ago. Word spreads really fast, especially in my line of business.
That's very true. I know, and there's a reason that I employ you. So, question. We're trying to outfit a ship to go, deal with said Reapers. Did you manage to get your hands on any of those Thanix cannons? The schematics that we strapped onto all our live ships?
You have
Got the stealth drives, but I was working on the engines rather than the guns.
You have a ship that is capable of equipping Thanix cannons. I didn't realize that was where all of the money from your tours was going towards.
No, most of it's gone to you, babe. I've just borrowed
And that's just how I like it. Let me see if I can bring up the schematics for you. Yes. I believe I should have something. What class ship is this?
Frigate.
All right. I will forward this over to you.
Thank you. I might be out of touch for a while, but anything I have, I'll forward on to you and try to keep you in the loop.
Beautiful. All right. Go
Thank you,
ahead.
Mia.
Of course, she says. Oh, and by the way, Elias, she says, have you spoken recently to your friend, your cute friend from Earth recently?
Well, a couple of days ago, yes. Why?
I was just curious. She says, you and him, are you? Just curious.
So's the entire galaxy, I'm sure.
Well, from what you've told me, I wasn't going to necessarily make any assumptions.
That's probably safe to not make any assumptions.
I'm so winning this bet.
Very well, she says. I just thought it wouldn't hurt to ask. Alrighty.
Okay.
It's
talk
not
to you
like
later, Nia.
don't worry, it's not like I'm going to be running over to the tabloids anytime soon.
Well, that would require something to actually run to the tabloids with. Although we could make a killing.
I would not be against that. However,
Well-
since we're good enough friends, I will at least wait for your permission. All right.
Well, if we need the money, we'll talk.
All right. I will talk to you later. Ta-ta.
Thank you, Nia. Bye.
Okay. So you were asking for 2 things being installed on the ship. I will say it'll take about a day a piece. So you guys will have a couple days in the green galaxy. I don't want to spend too much time in the green galaxy unless there's something very specific that you guys want to do over the next couple of days.
About the only thing my character wants to do aside from the shopping and dealing with Jamak, assuming that you want to roleplay that out, is actually send Corbin a message. Actually,
What is the message to Corbin going to be?
pretty much just it's. Did you want email or vid, depending on whether I can get in touch with him, or
Are
probably
you-
a voicemail, because I'm assuming I can't.
Or so you're trying to call? You're trying to actually call him, not send him an email.
Pretty much, yes. Probably from the
You'll-
apartment.
From the apartment, you will go ahead and place a call, and you will receive a voice message, like an answering
voicemail.
voice message. Please, voicemail. Please, leave your message. I cannot come to the phone right now. What do you leave?
Okay, I'm gonna leave a message going, "Hi Doc, so I'm about to go do something incredibly crazy, again, and you're probably the only person in the universe at the moment. Well, one of the only people in the universe is who'd actually believe that I'm not entirely certain what I'm doing. So I'm gonna be out of touch for a while. Sorry, again. Yeah, I'll try to touch base when I can." Touch base. So, see ya.
Okay.
And I'm gonna end the call.
Okay.
Short and sweet.
While the retrofittings are taking place, I'm assuming there's going to be a decision made to where you guys are going next.
Yes.
So I'm assuming somebody is probably going to call a conference in the conference room, is my assumption. And if so, who are invited to said conference? Now that we have several people on your crew. Is this an all hands, or is it just the 5 of you, or like who?
Cyrus doesn't even know what's going on, does he?
No.
I think it's
No,
hard
that's
to
what
the
I told
fire
him.
room.
I'm
What about
assuming-
I?
Imagine Anar's going through his stuff and you're like, oh crap, I forgot to tell him what he's got to do.
Oh, I'm assuming that they found out when we jumped to universes.
True.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
there's
what's that?
Solarian poo on the floor.
I'm assuming around the ship, Cyrus has been able to pick up what's happening. So So who did you want to involve in this conference? Is it just the 5 or is it more than?
I think the 5 of us makes sense because
All right. So the
we all
5.
have something important to. I don't know. Whatever.
Go ahead.
So where we go headed next?
Well, we had 2 choices. Tachanka was Tachanka in red? Sorry, Aha.
Chunka in
Yes, it
red.
was.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be. So it was Tachanka in Arkara
no!
and.
We forgot Marauder Shields.
Oh, we're still in the green
You're
universe right
still
now.
in the green
We're in
universe. You're
We
still
can
in
pick
green.
him up.
Yep, we can pick him up.
If he's able to
I,
join us.
I can go talk to him.
Are we assuming that happens?
We'll get to that. We'll roll. I
Okay.
want to
Okay.
roleplay. I want to
Sure.
roleplay
Ian and
that.
Arb knows.
Yeah.
Determine where you're going first. That'll
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, our choices are currently. I'm going to look up from the vid screen in my actual visor. Our choices are currently the whole in Tachanka in Arkara and Anar's universe, or the Turian colony Invictus. Does
I
anyone
think I
have
know how
a
to go
preference
about this.
way?
But I have to ask a question first. In me and Arkara's universe, how bad were the Krogans left off? I mean, were they exterminated? Did they help? I know they weren't cured.
The Krogans in your universe, Arkara, things in Tachanka are pretty bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ugh.
A
Not
lot
looking
of-
too good.
Not looking very good. Like, the unfortunate thing is this generation of Krogan may very well be the last, if nothing drastic happens to help them.
And
which one
the other colony, is it mainly civilians?
Eric, you're gonna have to tell me that. You decide for me. Is it mostly civilians?
I have to take a look at that. I just kind of I picked that one because of the high what's the like the thing they like were biotics to be exposed to
ESO?
Element 0.
element 0.
Yeah.
That was like the one place that I noticed that had like a large
Right.
portion.
Right. Do you want me to look up Invictus?
I don't.
Invictus.
I'm looking it up now. What do we want to know?
We want to know like how bad off is it? We got to figure out which one's the most defenseless and go there first.
Starter and colony, population in 5 years succeeded, blah blah blah. Tropical belt, largely unexplored, aggressive organic life still wreaks havoc on Turian biology. There's only a thin habitable area on Invictus. I think there's a band. A house in the Invictus jungle is a modern Turian phrase for an idea that seems like a good idea, but only to the one who came up with it. And a lot of criminals hide out there from the Terminus systems. Well, there says there's about 320 million people on it. So it's hard to say. And you don't get to visit in Mass Effect 3, I don't think, so we don't actually
you
know
don't
how
get-
it fit
yeah.
during the Reaper invasion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is why I'm leaving it up to Eric, because it's his background story.
Yeah.
What do you want it to be, Eric?
Cool.
Let's see. I imagine after the Reapers, probably the population is much smaller than that.
Okay.
I
They'd
imagine.
probably be low on the list for government support as well.
Yeah.
Right.
I love how nobody still cares about the Libertarians.
And it's I guess the fact that it's like that's where criminals go to hide out. It's
It
Probably
could be
just
getting
kind of-
overrun.
yeah.
I think we should probably go to Tachanka then. At least in Tachanka, we know what's going on, and they're heavily weakened. And since
Yeah.
most of them aren't actually criminals, they're just bloodthirsty war bands, but that's their biological state, not their
You
choice.
do. Okay.
Might not be a
I
good
vote
idea for
Tachanka.
me though,
Why is that?
but we need to go there anyway. It's not the best part for me. Tachanka might not be the best idea for me, but I guess we have to go there anyway, but it might not be a good idea to show my face there. Let's just put it that way.
Anar would probably sympathize with you and suggest that you don't have to actually actively come with us until we know where it is. At least that's his
I'd have to-
suggestion.
Let's just say I have to lay very low if we go there. I might not be able to come along for
A criminal
certain
among
things.
Krogans. That's very interesting. I wonder what you did.
Mm.
But anyways.
I don't have any decision either way. The only real family members I have left, the only one I have left in my universe lives in Palvalin, with other relatives. Invictus, it's pretty much run down over there.
Anar will probably ask the doctor and the lounge singer what they think, since they've been the most quiet.
Well, if Arkara is not comfortable on Palavin, my suggestion would be to go to Invictus
Not
first.
Palavin, to Chonka.
Sorry, Invictus, to Chachanka. My suggestion would be to go to Invictus first and at least see what it's like, because if we can get an easy win under our belts first off, it'll be better.
Nothing's ever easy, but I understand your thinking.
Easier.
This one agrees with the Krogan.
And Arkara, I know you said you have to lay low. I'm pretty sure we can use Otto, who's never actually been there, as a distraction. I'm sure Krogan will be surprised to see one of their own talking like an Elcor.
Anar will pipe up and say, or they may tear him apart.
I am with
What-
Anar
what
on that one. He would probably get torn apart over there. I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh,
This one thinks that neither will be easy choices, but it's a choice we'll have to make. If need be, we may have to leave it to chance and just flip a coin, as crude as it may sound.
As I said, I'm not against going to Tachanka. It's just that might be problematic to have there.
Regardless, standing here does nothing. We'll need to decide soon.
guess our
OOC
coin
4
is-
plus Chachanka.
Are we talking about this while we're heading towards the mass relay, since we'll have to head there anyways?
No, because
No.
we
We're
need to jump. We need to jump to a universe first.
Oh, yeah. Good.
So 4 plus Chachanka. I'm about to roll.
you can roll a D2.
Yeah, no, one to D1, 1 to 3, one of them, and then 4 to 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 plus Chachanka. Elias can just bring up an app on his Omni tool.
Let's roll.
Okay.
4.
Oh.
Going
Alright.
to Chachanka.
We're going to Tachanka. Okay.
That settles it then.
All right.
He'll look at Arkara and say, "You gonna be okay with this?"
Of course. I'll make it do. Somehow. It'll work out.
Regardless, you won't be alone.
We've got you.
Do
I,
have
this
one
one
of those
really
helmet
does
things,
still
right?
find a Hanar very appealing either.
I was gonna say, Arkara, does Arkara have her new suit of armor with the helmet and all that?
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Maybe just don't take your helmet off.
Who knows if it's gonna work? Might not be
Well,
as
guess we'll
I guess with
convenient.
that, I'll get the ship ready to leave.
All right.
I guess Arkara and I need to go down to the theater. Again.
Guess so.
I'm gonna
Well,
head
I
over
thought
to the police station.
Cicepia's...
and-
yeah, has...
I'll head over to the police station and talk with Shield.
Yes. I will be right back then.
Cicepia, you will make it over... Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh,
Yes.
Anar would probably make it a point that his suit does look like a Krogan, and he's familiar with Krogan traditions. He could scout ahead
There
if
we
he
go.
needs to.
There we go. That's a good idea. Cicepia, you go over to the precinct.
Mhm.
And what do you do when you get there?
I'm gonna be looking for Marauder Shield.
You look around for Marauder shields.
Oh,
You try to...
Can Anar go with you?
Yeah, he can tag along.
Sweet. Thanks.
do
He'll
do
even bring his shiny new harness.
Do you ask for like where his office is, where his desk is? Like, how do you?
I'll probably go to the front desk and it's like,
All right. You go to the front desk and the secretary is there. The same secretary who in the Red universe was scared to death of you because you were. But here she sees you and she doesn't behave in nearly the same way. And she says, "Good morning, Lieutenant. What can I do for you? I thought that you were on continual leave."
Yeah. Just a couple things I needed to wrap up around here. Could you tell me where I could find Marauder Shield?
Mr. Shields? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not know? He was discharged.
Discharged?
Uh,
Do you know
yes.
the grounds?
Apparently, she says, "I'm surprised you asked me, but there were a number of complaints. I don't know all the details. I guess you could probably talk to the chief about it if you really needed to, if you're curious."
Sure, I'll speak with the chief then. Thank you.
Just so you know,
course.
Anar probably wouldn't be with
How
you.
is,
I doubt he'd be allowed in the office.
How is Octavius doing, by the way?
Never better. Never better.
Awkward.
Keep walking.
All right.
Anar
make
is
it
waiting for you
over
outside, by
to-
the way.
You make it over to the chief's office, and what do you? The chief says, "Lieutenant, you've come back again."
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
just
different
again-
chief.
Yes, it is a different chief.
It is a different
Yes,
chief.
just a couple things I need to wrap up. I was told that Shields was discharged.
Yes, I'm so sorry it took so long, but we finally got all the paperwork through, and he is out.
Would it be too much to ask what happened?
He says, because there were a number of complaints about him throughout the force, they were saying that he just wasn't up to snuff. You are actually the main person who spearheaded the investigation in the first place.
Ah. Must have lost my mind. I must have forgotten that.
I think you were the very first person who came to me as soon as he was let out on the force that you didn't trust the man. And I guess I decided to eventually trust your judgment.
Okay. Would I be able to see the file on this case?
Of course, but I believe it would also be on your computer as well. You were the one who typed up the report.
Right. I'm gonna head over there then. Thank you, Chief.
Okay.
3 words. He shot Shepard.
Alright. I'm gonna head over to the desk and kind of like look up the report.
You look over the report, and basically there's allegations about how. Roll me a investigation. Roll an investigation.
Yeah, investigate your own work.
Where did I have it on here?
Get into that mindset.
Where's investigation on here?
If I was me, what would I do?
27. Wow.
Whoa.
So you're reading this document that you supposedly typed up, Cicepia, and it's basically complaining about how, this gentleman, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's inappropriate with his colleagues. He's not a team player. Blah 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 blah. All of these little things that add up to one big giant report. But while you're reading it, you're getting the gist of. You don't believe that all of this was completely truthful. You feel like if
Some of this was elaborated.
you feel like the Cicepia in this universe sort of fabricated a lot of this and was able to convince a lot of the people on the force against Marauder Shields.
Corrupt cop. That's why you're a lieutenant.
Actually, as you're looking through a lot of your notes, it's looking like the Cicepia in this universe isn't exactly the most. A lot of the reasons why Cicepia in this universe got promoted is because Cicepia was very ruthless and cutthroat, taking credit for things that she actually didn't do. And this is what you're getting while looking thoroughly through her documentation.
She took credit for pushing the Eclipse guy out the window.
God,
Here's a superimposed picture of her face on Shepard's body.
The other thing that you notice
Of course,
as you're going through the notes, the other thing that I should point out as you're going through this is that you also notice that the Cicepia in this universe is not biotic. The Cicepia in this universe is actually a very skilled marksman infiltrator, who's very good at sniper rifles.
She shot herself!
Hey, don't feel bad.
Holy
The
shit.
alternate universe Anar is named Rana, and he's purple, and he doesn't like music. He's kind of dull.
Hmm.
No, I
Probably
take that
check-
back. You're bad.
Probably check the check her weapon case, kind of like so. See the sniper rifle.
Yep. She definitely has a very, very nice looking, again, I guess,
It's bedazzled.
it's a C-Sec sniper rifle, yes. But it's a very nice one.
Hmm.
Which technically is yours.
I'm sure Elias would like it.
Hint.
Well, no, I'm
Yes.
not implying anything. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna take it just for the purpose of like kind of investigating, see if maybe there's some sort of connection.
Yes.
Maybe somehow she jumped universes. All right, I'm gonna head over back to the computer, try to see if I can find maybe where Shield's place of residence is.
Anar will meet you like out the door and be like, "So where's Shields?"
You're looking up Shields' place of residence. Oh, that's right. Anar is with
They
you.
didn't let this one in because the guns. Like this one guesses.
The
He's
address
still wearing
seems
his
to
gun
be-
harness.
The address seems to be the same address that Anar was living in the Red universe.
What?
Oh.
You'll probably see them and be like, "Hey, that's where this one lives."
Yep.
Okay.
Eric, by the way, out of character, the sniper rifle that you just acquired is called, it's called the Equalizer.
Okay.
It
Nice.
is the Haliat Armory sniper rifle.
That's really
rare.
nice.
It's rare.
I wanted that one.
Okay.
The Equalizer. It's really nice. It's a really.
I'll hold
nice
on to
sniper
it.
rifle.
Again, I want to be able to check and kind of like check the ballistics with the dead.
That's one of the
person
best
at the
ones you can
thing,
get.
So I'll hold on to that.
It's really nice.
And who knows? Maybe if Elias wants to use it afterwards. Okay.
We can talk.
Okay.
Probably on the
okay,
way
I'll
over,
talk
and
about
I'll
more
say,
at some
like,
point.
Okay. I'm gonna step out of the office and start making my way out. And
"Hey,
looks like we're gonna be making a little road trip, or at least a little detour.
yeah,
You
this
guys
one
make
knows
your-
the way. You can follow it."
You guys make your way to the apartment, or Anar's apartment, but not really Anar's apartment. And when you arrive there and knock on the door, nobody answers.
Knock again.
Let's.
Still nothing.
Nothing.
This one will try its old code, see if it works. And
you
he'll
tried
type
the
in
co-
booty smacks.
Something tells me that the code for this door would not be the same with him. So no, it doesn't
I'm
work.
kidding.
It doesn't work.
Do you need me to hack the
He
door?
shrugs. Worth a try. Think you can open it?
Well, Elias isn't there, right?
I'm not, but I could probably hack the door.
Crud. I'm trying to think of like any other way to try to contact. It's like we have no way of getting in.
If you want, this one can bust in the door. Lord knows this one's landlord used to yell at it, but it always worked.
I'm sure he'd be pissed if you tried doing that.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't they? Oh, you mean Shields. Right.
Right.
This one didn't mind an open door. He might. Hanar's thinking, and it seems to hurt.
Try
Probably-
calling him.
Guess we'll have to pay Elias a call. Ask him if he can come over here.
Call Shields.
Call Shields? Do I have his number?
What do
The
you-
only number that was on record for Shields is just the number at the office,
Yeah.
at the sink. You don't have his personal number.
Mm. We may have left
Anar
out
will probably
on him.
start banging on the door while she's doing her stuff to see if anything happens. Maybe yell out pizza delivery.
Nobody.
No
nothing,
answer
nothing.
still. He may not be at home. We'll have to do a little bit of investigating, see if maybe he's out and about.
Well, that's how
one of
Cyrus
the-
always
one
suckered
of-
this one out.
One of the neighbors emerges out, and the neighbor is a Volus.
Crap.
Officer, can I help you?
Yes, we're looking for the we're looking for Mr. Shields, the man who lives in this
Oh,
room.
he
Tenant.
says. Oh, he says. I'm not surprised. You're looking for the husk. So what has he done?
Anar will get pissed at this and actually say, "You watch your mouth."
Anar, cool it. Nothing right now. We're just looking to. We just need to find him as soon as possible. Do you have any idea where he might be?
I wish I could help you, but I think he packed up and left yesterday.
He's lying, by the way. He doesn't wish he could help us. He'll give him a glare.
I guess he's on the run for something that he did.
Hmm.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Is there any leads that you can give us? Anything that he might have said in passing?
We hardly really talked, to be quite honest. I have no idea where he went.
Anar will turn to Cicepia and say, maybe some of our friends back at the ship could hack the grid and see if he's made any transactions or phone calls lately.
So you come back to the ship, and what do you guys do?
I guess head over to Elias, see if you can try to hack or try to find where Shields might have gone.
Elias, are you going to do that?
Anything that
I
might
don't
have.
know. What are you actually asking me to do, and how much are you telling me?
We're trying to find his whereabouts, where he might have gone to. I imagine he's probably still
Cyrus,
on the
he has to.
Citadel.
He's pretty good at finding people.
Yeah, but are you telling me the whole backstory as to that he's left the
Yeah.
Force and?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'll tell you everything. Yeah,
Okay, if you tell me everything, then I'll probably help.
yeah. I have no reason
Okay.
to give up.
Okay. In which case, is that I'm assuming that's hacking, so electronic devices seems to be the role.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. This is going to be interesting because it's a talent as well, so I get quite a good bonus on that one. Let me. I'm just trying to work out what I'm rolling. Roll 4d6 plus bonus is electronic devices is 13, 17.
30.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You did a pretty thorough search about transactions that a Mr. Marauder Shields has done at all in the recently, but nothing recent that would tell you where he is now. He hasn't done anything recent that will tell you where he is at this moment.
Sorry, he hasn't left.
Dang.
He hasn't left a credit trail.
Okay. I imagine he's probably still on the Citadel.
What, you
This
want me to
one,
hack
you-
into your own... You want me to hack into CSEC video feeds?
This one has seen this kind of action before. It's when you really don't want to be found. He's afraid.
Because if Marauder Shields is CSEC or was CSEC, I think he'd know where to go to avoid your cameras.
There's a lot of stuff that's getting fishy. Based off my reports, there's a lot that's been elaborated. These.
Wait.
Yeah,
When you say your reports, you mean your reports, the other Cicepia?
yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of, based off what I've read, there's a lot of red flags. Just even from what I'm reading, it seems very off.
This one hates to be the downer, but we're running out of time. As much as this one would like to find our friend.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Your
We
weapons
may
are
ha-
pretty much done.
Yeah. We may have to pass off on
Okay.
finding shields.
Hopefully
Maybe just
we'll-
for now.
No.
Yeah.
Possibly
we'll
on a
find them again.
trip.
Agreed.
Okay. You guys are going to Tachanka. So you will. You
Up
have
to the Red Universe.
Your ship has all of the weapons you need. You pop on over to the Red Universe, and who is driving this ship? Who's
I guess
driving?
Sync.
I'm in the
Sync.
cockpit, but if anybody wants to drive,
Does Sync have any skills in piloting?
I do.
All right.
Well, he's been driving this ship.
And I think it's
assume-
better than mine, so...
I'm assuming. So, Sync is setting a course to Tachanka. During the trip there, Arkara, what is Arkara doing, I guess, to pass the time?
Mostly sitting in her own room.
Oh,
Anyone
goody.
passing by might hear
Okay.
the occasional humming. That's it.
Okay.
Unless Meridi comes to and wants to talk to her.
Yeah, Meridi is gonna knock on your door.
And of course, I'm listening.
I'm gonna open the door.
Hey, girl.
Oh, there you are.
So which rooms are occupied? So this one's Cicepia's, this one's Arkara's. I know Anar is downstairs in the
That's
cargo
Elias.
He's in the
Okay.
armory
I'm
checking
gonna
out
be
the
Elias
down
is there.
weaponry.
Yeah.
So I guess this room is unoccupied.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
3 on
Think so,
occupied,
yes.
I guess.
So I
And that
guess
one and that one, I guess.
So I guess this one will be Meridi's.
Probably mark it.
Otto's will probably be down here. And if I'm not missing anyone,
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Cyrus will be.
Just
on
for the
this
record,
one.
Cyrus only needs 1 hour to sleep, so he can hang out in the armory too, or
True.
whatever he wants to
Or
do. I
sleep in the
guess.
med bay.
Or sleep in
Yeah.
the med bay. That's true. So I guess this room will be unoccupied. But we'll say that
really
Meridi is right now staying in the one in the north, and Otto's down in the south. She comes in and shuts the
Where's
door
Arkara?
behind you and says, "All right, we finally have a chance to talk, girl, because how much do you know about Super Cop?"
Not a whole lot, but
Well, she was kind of grilling me. She was giving me the third degree.
yeah, she tried to get a lot of things out of me as well. She handcuffed me the first thing she did, so
Oh. She kind of shakes her head. I hate corrupt cops. She shakes her head.
yeah.
Oh, the irony. I
Pain.
said that out of character.
Yeah.
She pulls out a recorder and she plays back the interview that she had with him. How do you react to the interview?
Goes just about as I
Silly.
would figure it would go. I'm not sure why she's so interested in my background, though. I don't get it.
She's
It's not like I've done anything.
She's awfully nosy, she says. Which is why,
Yeah.
since we're going back to your neck of the woods, I was thinking, is there anything you want to tell me before we actually, make our way over there?
Well, you do know that I've said that I can't really go back. So,
So are you going to disguise yourself while you're down there?
well, let's just say that I'm going to try to keep my armor on as much as I can because they don't look favorably on me there after what I did.
I guess they wouldn't recognize you in your armor.
Hopefully not.
All right, Arkara. If you don't want to say anything, your business is your business.
Well, let's just say that I didn't leave on the best terms with my clan because of something they did, so I guess they started it.
Did your clan do
But-
something to you?
Not to me personally, but it hit quite close to home, if I can say it like that. It wasn't pleasant, let's just say that, and I made sure it wasn't very pleasant for them either.
And you
Fares and
don't...
returns.
What exactly did they do that was so terrible? For Krogans, of course.
Well, how am I going to say this? I stand up and just start to pace around the room as best as I can, hitting walls and everything because I'm rather clumsy and it's kind of small.
Okay, all right. Take it one step at a time. Take it one step at a time.
You do know that we're not on the best of terms between clans and everything. I don't know how much you know about our regular life on Tachanka.
Probably about as much as most people would.
Yeah, let's just say clans don't go very well together. And considering the genophage, every child is a big blessing to everyone in the clan.
I guess with the Reaper threat supposedly being over, they kind of lost their common enemy, and so are now back to their old ways again.
Yeah, this was even before the Reapers, to be honest. We've never played nice with each other, but
They
children
never
has
learn.
always... Yeah, tell me about it. But let's just say that children has always been off limits. You don't mess with them because we have so few of them. We need to take care of them. And let's just say that my old clan leader went into a little bit more than regular blood rage and killed one of them. Right
Killed
in front of
how old?
barely newborn. She was just a few weeks old.
Why kill a newborn when you are struggling for every baby that ever is born, that ever manages to be born? I don't understand.
Let's just say that I don't get it either. He was blood rage and he basically wanted to claim the mother for himself and said that the child was not of his blood, so it wasn't worth having.
Ugh.
So let's just say that I took matters into my own hands, and our clan leader is not in this world anymore. But my clan
Did
does
you?
not look up.
So you killed him. So you killed
Yes.
him.
Yes, I did. But
Well, good.
well, that's not my clan's perspective of it. So let's just say that I'm not very welcome anymore. I managed to get out, but only barely. And I've managed to make sure that the mother got out safely because she is, after all, fertile. So she's valuable.
I was gonna say, I can imagine that not everyone... You must have some friends there, back home still. Not everyone is out to kill you, I would hope.
Let's just say that I only have a couple of friends left, as far as I know. I think most of the rest of the people are not very happy to see me if I turn up there. So I'm gonna try to stay out of trouble more than we need. I mean, with the Reapers and everything, we need to concentrate on that. I can't let this get in the way.
Right. Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
I will do, thank you. And please don't let anyone else in on this. I don't need everyone else to know that. It's quite personal.
Don't tell anyone what, dear. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Thank
She
you.
smiles. Let's talk about actually the reason why the actual she like does little air quotes. The actual reason I came here was because I wanted to ask you, did you try dinner last night? Oh my gosh. Whatever Otto put in the stew was amazing.
Well, he is a good cook, I must admit.
Oh.
So, have you spoken to Otto? I don't think you've said anything to him since, well, you sort of sent him that email on Cromance. Oh.
No! Camera! Come on.
All right, it's okay. Try to turn it on and turn it off again. I was gonna say, oh, Misty's trying to escape.
Save run away! I don't want to hear.
Arkara's,
It's just sort of balances on her feet a little bit and just like, no, I haven't really spoken to him yet. I haven't, I must admit.
He seems really sweet. Anar seems to be taking a liking to him.
Yeah, I guess time will tell.
She says, girl, I'm not pushing or anything. I'm just saying it might be nice to at least get to know some of the other people around the ship. Like Elias, for one. I've already done well acquainted with Elias.
Of course you have. Of course you have. I'm not surprised though. You're more sociable than I am. Let's just put it that way.
Well, yes, and the problem is, Otto is, well, he's very quiet, so I try to pull him out of his shell every now and then.
I'll try, Marie. I'll try. I won't promise anything, but I'll
Alright.
try.
Alright.
I'll try for you, dear.
No, you will try for you, dear, she says.
Alright. Whatever you say. Okay, fine.
She leaves. Is there anything that's happening on the ship before you guys land on Tuchanka? There's you have free reign now to talk to
Define
anyone on the
happening.
crew. You have free-
Yes. This might not be
Yeah.
happening
I do too, but
to
here,
Chunka.
Matt, you go first.
Okay, one at a time. Matt, go ahead, Elias.
Well, I was going to say, you said that because I was going and buying some. I've actually ended up buying some mods, and you were saying there was a chance that some of them might be better because we've now got Meridian on board. How do we determine that? I bought 3 mods.
So which mods did you get?
Combat Optics 3, Frictionless Materials, which I think is also at the 3 level, and Disruptor Ammo.
Sorry, could you really quickly tell me what each of those do? Because I'm I can't find it.
Combat Optics 3 gives you a +4 to hit. Frictionless Materials 2 allows you to change a wild die roll of treat a wild die roll of two or more as a miss rather than an overheat.
2 or
and
more. Okay.
Yes, so that one can't get much better really. And then Disruptor rounds prevent kinetic barriers from regenerating. They don't regenerate for 3 minutes, even with the shield boost.
I'm going to roll Reddy's modding.
Sure.
So oh my gosh,
Oh.
wow.
Ooh,
And the
Wow.
wow.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is the first one adds +4 to something,
Yeah,
and then
it
the
has
second,
+4 to hit.
and then the other one does a 2 and a 1 is considered a miss.
A 2 and a 3 is considered a miss rather than 4+, because normally 2 and 3 are overheats.
Oh, 2 and 3 are a miss as opposed to 4+. So it
Yeah,
never overheats. With that, it never overheats.
With that roll, it doesn't overheat.
With that mod, it doesn't overheat.
Yes, it only overheats on a roll of 1 if you roll a failure.
Oh, okay, so it can overheat,
Man.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, on the roll
No
of
one might
1.
having that mod.
I thought you might like it.
What I'm gonna say for that one is, in addition to those stats, if you miss, then your next successful hit after that miss, whatever successful hit you make, you get to add another d6 to the damage.
Ooh,
I'll
nice.
say that. So if it misses, you will have the opportunity to sort of get back your miss by adding extra
Sure.
damage to the next successful hit.
Nice. Okay.
All right. When basically what happens role-playing wise when Meridia finishes the mods, she'll say, I added a little something special to this mod here. Right here. Just for you, Elias.
Oh, thank you, Rudy. I appreciate that.
You know...
That is some very sweet work there.
Well, thank you, she says. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's just, you know, I just try here to help. Hee hee. She blinks. She like flat bats her eyelashes at you. So, is there anything else that you need my services for, Mr. Elias?
Not at the moment, Rudy, but if there is, I'll let you know.
All right. Well, if you ever need me, my bedroom is right over there. She points over next to Arkara.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Run.
Bad turn.
Nice.
Oh, where's the drone? The drone was probably filming that too.
I believe.
He's with me.
Yes. Jeff, I thought was going to do something, but he's not
Yes.
at the moment. So
There's something I want to try to do.
go ahead.
After, I guess, I imagine after finding out like there's a lot of corruption that the green Cicepia has been doing, she's probably wanting to do a little bit of background information on the red one. Wondering if she'd be able to like gain CSEC information in space on their computer.
We can refer to her as Cicepia or something.
Cicepia.
Green Sepia, Cicepia. So
So
what are
I
you
want
trying
to
to
do a little bit. I want to do like an investigation on the red Cicepia.
on the red Cicepia?
It did Cicepia.
I guess, are you hacking to find out information on her?
If I have to hack, I'll have to go to Elias.
Yeah.
I've got nothing.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna go. Knock knock.
Who is it?
Who's there?
Cicepia.
All right, come in.
Okay.
As in not a crazy like female Asari.
Yes.
Not a crazy.
I'm sure then that thing is recording too. It's like, I've got something I need to ask for you. After finding out, doing a little bit of digging up about the Cicepia and your universe, I was wondering if you'd be able to help do a little bit of hacking on Cicepia in this universe, the Red universe.
You mean? Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah,
should
it is troubling finding out that the me in another universe is not all I was hoping to be. So I was just best to get everything, find out everything I need to know about myself, so to speak.
Right. I can appreciate that. Did the Cicepia in my universe use the same passwords that you were using?
I mean, I was able to access it, so I imagine I was able to. So we could always try to see if my password. We could try to see if my passwords.
It was different. They added in an extra space.
We can check to see if my passwords work for say this universe as well.
Well, let's
Alright,
This
try
one
those
has no
first.
numbers.
Okay. I enter in my password. Did it go through?
Your
Mail,
password?
anything?
So I'm sorry, you're going through emails and stuff?
Yeah, we're trying to kind of do a little bit of digging up.
Yeah,
I guess.
it'll work. Yes, it'll
Yeah,
work.
my password worked. Okay, good.
Yes.